guys, it's your girl Cosmic's Wonderland, and in my video today I'm going to be sharing with you a doozy of a story. This is 100% true. The story I'm going to share with you is about when my kindergarten teacher ripped out my baby tooth against my will. Traumatizing, absolutely traumatizing. That would not fly today. But if you want all the juicy details and to hear how the whole thing went down, let's get on with it. My kindergarten teacher, what should I call her? I don't want to call her by her real name. I mean, I kind of do, but I don't because her real name is so funny. We're gonna call this teacher, we're gonna call her Miss Lip Gloss because I love lip gloss. So when I was in kindergarten, I was starting to get teeth and lose teeth and all that jazz, you know. Teething, the babies get their teeth and all that. And I was so young, I can't believe that I remember this. But it was so traumatizing. Little kindergartner tot running around, and I've got this loose baby tooth that's just wiggling and wiggling around. Every time I talk, it's just, teacher, I have a question, teacher. And it's just wiggling every time I say anything. I don't remember if that tooth was loose for possibly just that day, or if this had been going on for maybe 2 or 3 days, but regardless, I went into school that day and I was having a good day. Like, I remember everything was chill, everything was lit, as lit as it can be for a kindergartner. I was loving it. Missed my grandma, but whatever. We were just coloring, snack time, getting on the playground and all that stuff, and my wiggling tooth was not bothering me whatsoever. I was the type of child, for the most part, I would wait until my tooth or teeth would fall out all on their own. I didn't like going to the dentist. I have an extremely traumatizing story about being a little child, going to the dentist. That's for another time, but that'll blow your mind also. Back to the story at hand. Miss Lip Gloss was teaching the class. I feel like we had gone almost the whole day, you know what I'm saying? And I know kindergartners aren't at school for a whole day. It might have been a half a day situation, but in my memory, whatever my school hours were in kindergarten, like, we had gone almost the whole day. I was about to go home in a matter of an hour or two. I don't know why Miss Lip Gloss couldn't just chill. Mrs. Lip Gloss needed to chill. Chill, Mrs. Lip Gloss. Okay, it's not that big of a deal. She got fed up. She was up to here with the fact that every time she would look at me and I would be talking, because I was one of these kids. I just had questions and I just talked and talked. I had so much energy. I could fuel a rocket. Not kidding. And I still do have a lot of energy, but as a child, I guess I talked her head off, and she was plumb sick and tired of seeing that tooth wiggle. So what she did was, in her fit of anger, irritation, and whatever else, she was having a bad day, she didn't like me, I don't know what her thing was, but in front of all of my classmates, all probably 10, 11 other kindergartners, Mrs. Lip Gloss looks at me and she is pissed. I can tell she's upset. And she's like, I am so sick of seeing your tooth wiggle. I'm just gonna pull it out. And I'm sitting there as a kindergartner I'm all freaking out. I'm telling her, no, don't rip out my tooth. I don't want you to pull it out. I'm fine. Leave it alone. Don't touch me. And you know what she does? This would not fly nowadays at all. So Mrs. Lip Gloss, oh, I'm ripping it out, whether you like it or not. I'm sick of seeing it wiggle. I can't do it anymore. I can't do it. Stay there. So I'm freaking out. I'm like, she's gonna rip my tooth out, it's gonna hurt. Like, I have this thing where even still as an adult, I hate going to the dentist. I am a big baby, I have very sensitive teeth, and so I was trying to run from her. She had a hold of me. I was a runner as a kid. If, like, in that situation, I would have bolted. Miss Lip Gloss chased me down, but I didn't, and so I feel like she probably had me by the arm or something, like, stay. Like, you're not going anywhere. I remember you would go into the classroom, so let me give you a little scenario. Okay, so you walk in, here's the door, okay? You walk into the classroom. On this side and this side of the hallway, there were two silver or gray filing cabinet thingies, but they were like big. You know, they weren't like the little ones with the boxes, they were like the big ones. She had me in between, like the classroom door was shut. She had me in between these two filing cabinets, and I can laugh about it now. There would be the two filing cabinets, and then if you would walk a little further, then what there would be is the eating area, which were tables and sinks. It was like very, very wide open spaces, however that song goes. Big, giant, open classroom, but there was like a hallway made out of filing cabinets. So the kids are kind of standing out in the play area, which is, they wouldn't have seen it because they're on the other side of the filing cabinet. But once they like hear me, because I'm throwing a fit, they start coming around and they're in the snack area, just standing there. What is happening? Some of them are laughing, they think it's funny, and some are crying themselves because you know how kindergartners are. When one kindergartner cries, they all cry, they all freak out. In front of all of my classmates, she like had a hold of me. So I'm over here, she's got a hold of me, okay? And she turns around, and on top of this filing cabinet over here, she had like pliers or something. I can't remember exactly, but I know it wasn't her bare hand. She used something and put it in my mouth, and she turns around and she grabs me by my head, both sides of my head like this. She's got me up against the gray filing cabinet, and she's like holding my head, okay? And I've got one side of my head against the filing cabinet. She's not hurting me. I want you to know that she wasn't assaulting me. Okay, this sounds really bad. It is still traumatizing. But anyway, so I couldn't move, and she's got me. And she's like, open your mouth. Open your mouth. And I'm like, Well, eventually, I don't know, I can't remember all the details, but I do open my mouth. She put the pliers in or whatever. It was like one of these top ones. It wasn't a bottom tooth. It was definitely a top tooth. I remember that for sure. It was really not one of these front ones. It was one of these or something. But she put it in, and she just took that tooth plumb out of my face, out of my mouth hole, out of my tooth socket. She ripped it out, and I was bleeding. You know how that goes. I think she sent me home with the tooth. She's like, here's your tooth. I think she might have put it in a sandwich bag and sent it home with me. I just remember how traumatizing that was for me as a kindergartner. That my wiggling tooth pissed off my kindergarten teacher, Miss Lip Gloss, so much that she would do that. Like, it's not even relevant. It would be like if one of my students when I was a teacher came in and had acne or something, and it bugged me so bad. I just went over, grabbed them by the face, and squeezed their pimple against their will. Like, those little things don't matter, and they shouldn't bother you, especially when you are teaching. I don't know what her deal was, but here's where it gets really crazy, you guys. This is nuts, okay? I went home and I told my grandma all about it. I was like, aren't you gonna do anything? And to my surprise, and these were in different times, okay? I'm 24, almost 25 now. So this was back in the day. They don't allow this stuff anymore, which is good, because Miss Lip Gloss should have chilled. Back then, it wasn't a big deal, you know? It wasn't a big deal. My grandparents came up with paddling at school. I'm pretty sure they've mentioned that before. So for that, they're like, my grandma was like, And because she's thinking, well, I would have done that anyway. And I'm sitting in the back seat thinking, that's messed up. She shouldn't be allowed to do that. Like, I was thinking, that is so messed up. Yell at her, Grandma. Go yell at her. Put her in timeout. She did something bad. Oh my goodness. I couldn't make this up even if I tried. I swear to you guys, all of my story times that I tell are 100% true. I don't make things up. I don't have time to just like sit around and go like I can't even, see? I can't even give you an example. I don't lie. So you guys know, this is one of my crazier story times that I have done, and it's 100% true. The school where I went to school is still a school. It's still running and everything. And I was telling my husband and also my friend at lunch the other day, I was like, I was a teacher for a little over 3 years-ish, and I couldn't believe that I never asked to work at that school. It never came up on my sub list, and so I guess like I just never thought about it. Like, I don't know. I wish that I could have subbed there. Oh my gosh. I have some other stories of me. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, there's plenty of stories to come. That one was insanely nuts, and I hope you guys enjoyed listening to my crazy story. If you are not already subscribed, what are you doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now. Join the FanFab family. We are fantabulous here, and each and every one of us farts glitter, okay? We are unicorns inside. It is our spirit animal. If your spirit animal is a unicorn, then come join us. We're all unicorns here. You joined here, it's because you like the magic. So thank you so much. Hit that like button down below. When you subscribe, tap the bell. If you don't tap the bell, you're not going to be notified each and every time I upload videos. YouTube's not doing a good job of it on their own. You guys have probably heard about this already, so I'm not going to talk your head off. But hit the bell when you subscribe and hit the like button if you liked this video. Leave a comment down below if anything crazy like this has happened to you growing up at school, any crazy school stories. I'd love to hear about them. If you want to share, go ahead and comment your story down below. I will read it, I promise. I read all of your comments. I love them. I love it. So thank you so much for watching. Stay fantabulous, and as always, I will stay fantabulous for you guys.